So, what the is overlanding?
This keeps coming up. Like we were walking on a campground and there was stuff in the background. It was our first time here, and it's seeing a lot of these kinds of vehicles for the first time. Just wondering why people would take like a gigantic vehicle overlanding. Because maybe we're confused about WTF overlanding is. Is this overlanding?
Okay. Well then, what's the definition of overlanding? What's your definition of overlanding?
I mean, I don't know if I'm coming up with my own definition. I know what other people's definitions are, but to me, exploring new places, using your vehicle as a base camp, going on journeys, going on exploration expeditions, and all that stuff combined in your own way, to me, is overlanding. I don't know what technically defines overlanding. I'm not even sure it's a word that we should be using to describe what we do. So we're just gonna ask you guys. Let's get a little conversation going. What is overlanding to you? Is a two-wheel drive Toyota Celica on the top of a rock that's camping, is that overlanding? Is a $1.5 million Earth Roamer overlanding? What do you guys think? I want to hear what you guys think overlanding is.
And so my definition, when I found out what overlanding was, I always thought of like going to destinations that like a Celica cannot get to. You don't have to necessarily use four-wheel drive, but you are going through rocky places. You are driving on dirt roads, but you're hitting rocks. You're going over different stuff. You need a vehicle that is capable of doing that. You're going under trees that have low clearance and stuff like that. You cannot do it in one of these. So that's my definition. That's the reason why we say this is not overlanding. This is more of a glamorous RV. This is when the RV world comes into this world, and I don't feel like that's overlanding in my definition.
Yeah, and we're not talking about different kinds of vehicles. We have an opinion. We're basing our opinion on what we view this whole thing as. There's no way I would talk trash about this. I think this thing is amazing. I don't think it's good for what we're trying to do. That doesn't mean that other people won't find this vehicle useful. If you can afford it, hey, buy one. I think it's awesome. I would love to see one of these sitting in my backyard. I just don't know where I would go with it.
So please comment below of all that stuff. Let's start a discussion, because I know a lot of people are very confused on this subject and all of that. So we would like to know. We will be in the comments too. And thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll show this guy. Look how big this guy is. We weren't kneeling down. I'm just gonna walk away from it. It's $1.5 million.
It sleeps 4.
Well, it says 4+, but where can you go with that? That's what I want to know. Like, what, and why? Why do you need that? Why?